Hi, Stitchy friends. It's Kathy from Kathy's Quilts and Stitching, and I'm here to do a little video about my Olympic stitching and a few other things at the end, and a surprise at the end if you can stand it all the way to the end. So, welcome, and I will start as I like to by showing my book of days, which is a book where I record all of my stitching. Here is July, all the things that I stitched on in July. As you can tell, I like colored pens. And at the end of the month, I will write down the side all the things that I worked on for the month. So then it's a quick reference if I ever need to get information about a project. I sometimes put in a sticker of the fabric that I've bought, but I always try to record what projects I'm working on, who the pattern designer is, and any details I might want to know. So on this day, the Olympics starts. And that is very exciting for people who like to watch the Olympics, which I do. So this year I'm signed up with the Naptime Stitcher, Katie, to do a special Summer Olympics challenge. And it's just for fun. And I downloaded from her Instagram all kinds of little things that I have stuck up around my room. This is the scheduled events, and this is the suggested challenge each day. And then there's a calendar that you can put up if you like to put up a calendar of all the different events. So all of these fun little things that she made for the Olympics. And the most important one is these sheets, because they are the actual projects I'm going to work on and how I'm keeping track of everything. So I'm going to show you today the projects I'm going to work on for the Olympics. Thank you, Katie, for that challenge, for all the fun that it's bringing and all the creativity it's generating. And I appreciate that you did all that work for us. So the first day was start some work on a new start or stitch something you started in 2024. So of course I have to have a new start. And this is my new start. This is called the Canadiana Sampler. I've had my eye on it for a while and finally ordered it. And it's by Erin Elizabeth Designs. And I also ordered for the first time gridded fabric. So I just wanted to try it. I haven't ever tried it before. This is a pretty big project, so I thought I would buy some gridded fabric. So first of all, I got this. This was too small of a count, but I already have another project I could work on with full coverage, because this, you have to remove the grid lines. I'm not going to be removing the grid lines, so it has to be a full coverage. So couldn't use that one, but I did get one I can use, and it's this. And I did the top right corner while I watched let me do it this way, while I watched the Olympics opening ceremony. I did that top right corner. And I love this gridded fabric. It is awesome. Perfect. It's 14 count, easy count, cream, rust, Ada. And I got it from 123 Stitch. So this is going to be on this. And I am working on it a couple of days on different challenges. So the opening ceremony day, and then today, which is Parade of Nations, stitch something patriotic for any country of your choice. So I will stitch for Canada. And so the next one is stitch something related to summer. That's for the 28th. And I already finished my June square dance project. So that one, I just have to put the little buttons on. Every square dance pattern that finishes 3 inches has the little buttons inside. And so I just have to stitch those little buttons on this, and then I will be done. So I will start the July one, which is fishing. And so that will be my project for the 28th. The 29th, it says stitch something with a floss or a fabric and a color from the Olympic rings. And I will be doing my Canadian sampler for that, because there's red and black and blue. I don't, there might be some yellow. Anyways, the next day, stitch something with water. And that will be my frosted pumpkin salve called Arctic Animals. What's that? So I finished sections 1 and 2, and the next one is Caribou, which will go up on this side above the vole and the fox. And I will do that on the swimming day because there's lots of water on this piece. And that will be for the 30th. I'm loving that stitch along. Okay, then on to the 31st, which is cycling day, and that day we're to stitch something that contains something round. And I'm going to do some more work on my Bird Nerd project by Boomerang Stitches. And I'm on the last bird. There's 4 birds on that, but lots of little round berries, and I have a lot of berries to fill in. So the round things I stitch on that day will be berries from the Bird Nerd. Isn't that so cute? That's my first time doing 1/1. And although it's a little bit challenging, I am surprisingly really enjoying it. So that's cool. The next one is marathon day. Stitch one of your oldest whips. And I'm going to make that an extra challenge, which is to stitch something you've made a mistake on and can't seem to fix, and go back to it, finish that mistake, fix it, and carry on. This is my mistake. Spring's Messenger. It has been stalled for a very long time because I made a counting error on the tree part, and I can't fit the eggs in the nest properly. So I'm just going to make something up. I'm just going to fix it somehow. I don't know how yet. Because I really like this. I missed out on spring. Now it's summer. I can't miss another season. This just has to be finished. I just have to suck it up and marathon it and figure it out. So that'll be the marathon day. Beach volleyball is the next day. Stitch something with more than one person. And I realize I have nothing, zip, with people in it. Only birds, animals. I don't generally like houses, so I don't have anything with people, which is fascinating, isn't it? So I'm going to start something that's close to people, which is a tiny modernist. How can I show this without showing the pattern? There, put it this way. Tiny modernist Matryoshka doll. Kind of a person, and also it's symbolic of mothers. And then it's a doll inside a doll inside a doll. You know Matryoshka dolls? So that's what I'm going to stitch for my one with people, because that's as quasi people as I do. And I have a nice fabric for that, an antique white Belfast linen, what count, 32 count. So I think that'll be pretty. And I'm excited about starting that one. Next day is rowing, something with a row or something with a border. And I'm doing something with a row. I'll work on Buzzing into Summer from the Sayings of the Season by Fat Quarter Shop. And the pattern is by Stitching with the Housewives. And it has row of strawberries and row of flowers. So I've been working on this one, but I made a mistake and I have to fix that. So the mistake is this row of strawberries should be the same level as this row of strawberries. So I have done some unstitching and I am fixing that mistake and making some good progress with this one. See my little clip that I use because I stitch in hand, so I clip it to just the space I want to work on. This is made by my friend Debbie, of no Flosstube address yet. And so where am I? I'm at the, oh no, that's not the right page. A row of something. Yep, that was rowing day. August the 4th, I'll be working on my Canadian sampler, which is something with a building or house. And as I said, I don't like doing buildings or houses yet. I don't know. Maybe I think it's too hard, but there's a house on that one, so I'll work on that. The gymnastics is something by your favorite designer. So again, I'm going to do the Tiny Modernist doll because I love Tiny Modernists. I love all their patterns. And that'll be a second day to work on that one. The 6th of August will be equestrian, stitch something with an animal. I'll do my frosted pumpkin sampler again. So some of my projects are going to get 2 days, which is awesome. And again, also for the synchronized swimming is something that is part of a SAL. That will be the frosted pumpkin SAL that I work on. Actually, by then, will there be another pattern out? There might be another pattern out by then. I got to get going on the caribou. August 8th is weightlifting, something you can't wait to work on. And I think I might start this one, which is called Look for the Beauty in Everything. And it's a Bent Creek pattern. I really like that one. I might start on that one, or I might start on this one. We Love Nature. Isn't that cute? Can you see it? Downloaded that on Etsy. So those are the two that I'm thinking about, but the look for the beauty, I even have the fabric and I have the threads out. This is what I'm going to do it on with this nice gray, 1/1. I forget what count it is. 32 count, I think. So I'll probably do that one, but maybe I'll start too. We'll see. See that, I'll decide on that day. Soccer is the 9th of August. That I'll also work on my caribou frosted pumpkin. The 10th is a pentathlon, something that is part of a series. So I'll give a second day to the square dance, which is under the pile now. I can't even find where it is. The July square dance. It's gone. And then the closing ceremony is something you plan to finish in 2024. So I would really, whoops, upside down. I would really love to finish this one. I have to continue this wood branch and finish the 4th bird and then put in all the berries. So that's definitely doable in 2024, but maybe not by the end of the Olympics, but we shall see how much time I actually get. So those are my projects for the Stitching Olympics. That will be fun to stitch every day. And again, thank you to Katie for organizing that fun event for us. And also thanks to another Katie. The world is full of Katies, who organizes our Stitches and Pages. I looked up the name of the group, Stitches and Pages by Katie the Novel Stitcher. And she picks a novel for us to read, and then we pick a project to work on while we're reading the novel. And the novel this time is Funny Story by Emily Henry. And the cross stitch I picked from this book, Really Cross Stitch. And here it is. I'm doing pretty good. I got the 2 rats done. And I just am stitching down here, Thanks Science, in the bright lime green. And the Zoom meeting for the book club is at the end of the month. So I have a few more days to work on that. And I really hope to have it finished by the time the group meets. So thank you to that, Katie, for organizing that fun for us. And I had a new start last weekend because I went camping with my family. We had 20 people camping in tents by the lake. It was fabulous weather, could not have been better. Sunny, blue skies, not too hot. I think the kids would have liked it to be more warm so the water would have been cooler for swimming, but I don't swim, so that was really fun. And while I was there, I started a new project called Wild Whimsy Bear. And it's by Darling and Whimsy Designs. I downloaded it from Etsy. And it has 3 flosses to use. But I wanted to use more flosses. So I picked out, so let me start with the bear. I started the bear and finished the bear while I was camping. And I picked out lots of greens and golds to do the trees and the stars around the bear. So you can see there's a lot more to stitch. And um, I just I loved everything about it. Stitching in the woods with my family. There's a very funny story about um, when we were camping one time in Killarney, which is northern Ontario, well, as north as I go, where a bear came up the ridge while I was cooking sausages for the crew, and I wasn't giving up the sausages to the bear, and they made the whole story into something that I don't think really happened. But in the story, I am the heroine, so I'm happy for them to retell the bear story. So for me to be working on this while they were all there was really fun, and allowed them to tell the bear story a couple more times. But while I was there, I had my project in my project bag, which is a bag from the Fat Quarter shop, and I was eating a bag of nuts. And I put the bag of nuts into the bag when I went to the washroom. And when I came back, a squirrel had chewed through my bag to try to get my bag of nuts. Let me put something in here so you can maybe see a bit better. So you can see the hole he actually chewed right through, and then chewed into the bag and actually took out several nuts before I got back. Look at that. So now I'm trying to decide what I should do about that. But anyways, while the bear was getting the nuts, it got some of the residue here on the bear from the bag of nuts, because some of them were barbecue nuts and some of them were just plain cashews. And anyways, now I got a bear with a stain, and I got a bag with a hole. So hopefully that will wash out from the bear that and make less of a stain. But if it doesn't, well, I guess it's all part of the project's story. So that's the bear story. And what's next? Oh, I just wanted to let you know about my mini sampler by Pinker and Punkin Quilting and Stitching. I have the strawberries done and the letters done, and now I'm working on the flowers. Those are the two colors for the flowers. And that's on the fabric that I dyed with beet juice, and I love it. Love, love. So I hope to finish that too. I should have put that on one of the days. Anyways, whatever. The bear, the strawberries. Okay, now we're on to some quilting. I didn't do any knitting this month, but I did do some quilting, and I wanted to show you this pillow, which I would like to make. Spring Shop Hop. It was from last year. They had some kits when I went to Ye Old Fabric Shop in Stratford. And isn't that cute? I'm going to make that. It's got the pattern and it has all the fabric. So that's one of my cute little kits that I want to make. This is a baby quilt that my sister pieced, and it's going to be for my cousin's baby. And of course, we weren't sure what the baby was when she was making it. And it's a girl, a baby girl named Fahey. And it's a very wonderful story because my cousin, who is 65, married a younger woman and they had a baby. So Faith Ann is a surprise and a wonderful, amazing gift. And we are very excited to meet her later on in the month. So I have to quilt it. My sister pieces, I do the quilting and the binding. So I got to get that done before the baby shower. And the other binding that I'm putting on is from this quilt, which I don't know if I showed last time. This was the Super Bowl mystery from Scrapdash. Which way does it go? This is the top. So hopefully you got to see that. It was machine quilted by my friend Roxanne, and she did an amazing job with the quilting with stars and loops. And so I'm just putting this gold binding on, hand stitching it to the back. So that's my fun outdoor stitching that I'll be doing when I can't concentrate on any of my cross stitch projects, because that's just mindless easy sewing. The other thing I've been working at, well, there's other things too, but this one that I'm going to show you is the mystery from the Fat Quarter Shop. The pattern is free and it's called Star of Wonder. That is block number 1. And the next couple of steps have been posted. I just haven't done them yet. I'm a bit behind because the box, the pack, because I ordered the fabric from them, their fabric, and it didn't come and it got lost. So I contacted them and they said, no problem. We've had some issues with shipping to Canada, so we will send you another one. Fantastic. But by the time that one got here, I was already a couple of weeks late in starting. So I did get this block done. I have block 2 sewn but not pressed, and I have it ready to go to make more progress. But wouldn't you know it, after this box came with my fabric package, the first package showed up randomly. So then I had 2 of these. So I called them and I said, I only paid for 1 and now I have 2. So I will send this back to you. And she said, well, I'll get back to you tomorrow. Tomorrow, the next day, she emailed me and said, never mind about that second package. You can give it to one of your friends or use it as a giveaway. Share the wealth. We don't want you to return it all the way from Canada. Isn't that so nice? So not only did they make up for the package that went awry somewhere in the postal service, they said I could keep both of them. So that just made me feel so happy because I feel like that's great customer service. And you know what? Every time I call there, they answer the phone. They actually answer the phone. Do you know how rare that is in customer service? So anyways, this kit includes 2 yards of the backing, 10 of the fat quarters, and the fabric line is called Once Upon a Christmas Collection by Sweetfire Road for Moda Fabrics. It also includes this great stripe, diagonal stripe for the binding. So it's got the backing, the 10 fat quarters, and the binding, and the background. So this kit is everything you need to make, I got it upside down for heaven's sake, the Star of Wonder mystery quilt. And I'm going to give that to one of my viewers. And so if you would like to be entered into this giveaway from the Fat Quarter Shop to make the Star of Wonder mystery quilt, which is a free pattern on their website, then leave me a comment below. And in your comment, include the word mystery. And then I'll know you would like to be in the mystery draw. I know not everybody is a quilter. I have a lot of people that watch that are just stitchers, cross stitchers, or knitters, or crocheters. So if you're not a quilter and you wouldn't use this, totally fine. You could leave me a nice comment anyways. But if you want to be in the draw, just leave a comment with the word mystery in it. And then by the end of the month, I will pull a name to win this kit. Isn't that? Thank you, Fat Quarter Shop. So that's it. Mysteries and Olympics. That's all that's going on here. So I hope you enjoy the Olympics. I hope you're enjoying your summer or winter, depending on where you live. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.